Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sunday Coffee. What's going on, everybody? I was tired last week. That's why I didn't do it. Oh, what's going on, everybody? Yeah, it's been a few weeks because last week on Sunday, did a barbecue. And then I was planning on doing it on Monday. I even had the live stream set up and ready to go. And then I kind of sat there for a minute and I was like, I need a day. I just need a day. And I like literally Monday, I did nothing. I sat there and I played Palworld for like 8 hours. That was my Monday. I just needed a day to just not. You guys ever get that? You just kind of burn the candle at both ends and in the middle, and eventually you just kind of get it to a point where you're just like, today's just, it's just a not day. I'm just going to not today and call it good. Oh, man. How's everybody doing today? It's good to see everybody in the chat. It's going to be a fun day. Got a lot of comments, got a lot of live streams to go through. We got a couple of videos to go through, people with spicy comments. Oh, good Lord. Oh, I also have my brand new I Support Indie Creators coffee mug. I'm very excited. My shirt should be here sometime in the future, maybe. I mean, I ordered it in the past, and it's definitely not here in the present, so yeah. Ordered it the same day I did the coffee mug. Anyway, yeah, but guys, it would be absolutely awesome. See that right there? The I Support Indie Creators coffee mug right there. It'd be absolutely awesome if you guys would go over and check out the Drink with Crazy store. That would be super freaking cool if you guys would do that. We're going to post that link right up there. And then also I do have one of the best ways to support the channel is to go through my link tree. There's a direct donation link right there. If you guys want to send in like super chat stuff, it uses PayPal, or if you guys are the super chat types, you can also go over to Rumble and do that too. So yeah, I know. Yeah, no, you did get your shirt before I did because it's like, no, it'll be there eventually, maybe. Like, wow, geez, that's cool. That's really cool. I didn't know it was going to take 2.5 weeks. It's been like 2.5. No. How long has it been? It's been a week and a half. It's been a week and a half since I ordered the shirt. I'm like, what the So yeah, anyway, no, but yeah, I really want, I'm super happy. I cannot wait to see the pictures of the I Support Indie Creators t-shirt getting out there. I'm going to work on the second design. And like I said, if this design sells well and people like it, then I will make another design. I just ordered a new mailbox. I am beyond hype for it. Right, adult things, right? Never in your wildest dreams when you were a lad were you like, I want a mailbox for Christmas. Gorilla Mar, you got the shirt too. Awesome, man. That's freaking cool. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm very excited. I probably shouldn't pop the window down, but for those of you who are like, wait a minute, what's he talking about? Oh, hey, by the way, chat, you're not up on screen right now. Chat, why did you fail? You have one job, chat. You have one job, and that's to hold me accountable, and you didn't do it this week. You failed. I'm the one that caught it. You guys aren't even... There we go. Now you're up on screen. Hey, look at this shirt. The I Support Indie Creators shirt. It's okay, chat. You already failed. It's okay. But you can make it up by grabbing the I Support Indie Creators shirt. Check it out. It's over here on the Teespring store. It comes in a bunch of different sizes. My wife went through and cleaned up the Teespring store and actually made it look presentable because I'm not good at that stuff. So anyway, there's that. Oh, dude, I'm so excited. Right. Unless it was themed like a mailbox castle. No, dude, just getting new stuff like that as an adult. Like if somebody gifted me a shed, you have no idea how happy I would be. Like I have a shed. Because that means I don't have to build the shed. And right as I was like, sweet, gonna start building the shed, gonna start making that happen, it rained for a month. Can't work on the ground when the ground is soaked. It sucks. Hey, guys, we should probably start reading your comments. I know chat's not up. No. Why is the chat not up over here now? Oh, I had to read. Sometimes it doesn't populate. Freaking OBS. OBS will sometimes populate it, and then it's just like, nah, fam, we're good. So you turn it off, turn it back on, turn it off, turn it back on. If that doesn't work, you have to go in and they have to redo it. Oh, God. I've been doing this for like 2 years at this point. You would think I would learn. Yeah, almost 2 years. Well, like consistently for 2 years. I've been doing this for like 6, but you know, I suck at it. That's why. That's why it's still a little channel. Oh, you guys like, you haven't been on YouTube for 6 years. Go look at my Runner Airsoft channel. See when I posted that first video. That was a while ago. Might be longer than 6 years. Don't do that because I don't want to know how long I've been doing. See, we can do our job, maybe. The flag is a lure. Wait, what? Oh, it's Bass Mailbox? Yeah, Bass Mailbox. Sorry. I'm reading the chat. Instead of reading the comments, I should be reading the comments. All right, let's get over here. Before that, anybody else watch that Freerun anime? Did you guys finish that? Like, I'm making my way through it, and I don't think I'm going to watch season 2. I really liked, like, the first 14-ish episodes of the first season, and then after that, I just kind of like, eh. I am reading the chat. It's just the chat from the past. Hi, Hedge. Yeah, I read the Hedges thing wrong last night because my brain did something weird. And then the Hedge and I argued for like, what, 2.5 hours? It was a pro. It was a pro, like word match in the Gilded. It was fun. I love doing crap like that. It's so fun. So fun. It reminds me, you guys remember, like, I don't know if people still do this. Do people still argue with their relatives on Facebook? And like the really long, like multi-paragraph long, like you're like the TLDR arguments, you know what I mean? Does anybody still do that on Facebook? Because that's basically what happened in the Gilded last night. Oh, which by the way, for those of you who are Gilded is deciding to mandate that everybody has a Roblox account in order to access Gilded. That's not going to happen. Like, there's no reason for my server to do that. I think maybe like 2 people in the server possibly play Roblox. I am looking into it, but there's a very good chance that the community basically moves over to Discord. Looking at all of the options, all of the functionality and everything like that, there's nothing else out there that offers. And Gilded was a knockoff of Discord. Discord's, yeah. Anyway. So, all right, Creative Welshman, this is from the last Sunday Coffee, says, first to say, I'm now on to page 13 of Goatinator, and I should be done with the comic by June. However, I'm not sure if the Kickstarter will succeed. I think he said something about this in Comic Shop Wednesday. We'll find out next week, but rest assured that I will find a way to get the comic and the merch out to the people who want it. Edit, the campaign didn't fund, so I'm going to look into other options while I finish the comic. Creative Welshman, you need to be marketing. You need to be on as many live streams as your time allows. You need to be going out there talking and networking with people. Yes, I believe I can monetize on Discord. Discord was one of the first places that allowed people to do that. Yes, I believe I can. Which is kind of part of the reason, because I choose like the Comic Shop Wednesday stuff from the people who support me, and I choose the panels from there. And also it does help me out too. So like, you know, I've just got to figure out a way to balance all of it. I made a Roblox account just in case. What do you know? Frequency Studios was still available. Fine. That's funny. That's cool. Yeah, I will. I'm not going to make people do that. We'll move over to Discord because, and not only that, but Discord works. All right. Creative Welshman, for a longer post says, Creative Welshman, get out there, market. If you have time to be on a show and market your stuff, right? Get people interested. Go out, do that thing. Also, try to find people who are not in like our like sphere, because you want people that kind of intersect our sphere but not our sphere particularly, so that way your reach, you try to find like the Venn diagram of people that like intersect with like what we're doing, but reach out, broaden those horizons, get out there and get on as many shows as you can and market your book. Be the best salesman that you can. Okay, the book will succeed if you sell it to people. If you're a good salesman, it will succeed. That's one thing that I've been hearing a lot of people talk about lately. Why is my phone doing that? What's going on here? Oh, hey, I should probably check the private donation link just in case, because some people send in chats there. Nope. Okay, cool. Just making sure. All right. Okay. I feel for the youth today. Back when I was a kid, we had all sorts to keep us entertained, from TV, movies, books, animation, music, and video games. Yeah, that's very true. But the new stuff for kids today is mostly inferior crap made by committee and for pushing the message. Yeah, but the funny thing is the kids aren't really watching that. The kids are watching like YouTube creators and people doing animation on YouTube and people doing stuff like that. So, and I think that that's part, like, that, which is a good thing, but also, we don't have like the staples or like the tent poles of our culture, right? Like the Batmans and the Supermans and stuff like that. It's like, you know, my kid's got a Batman toy maybe and maybe a Superman toy, but when it comes to My Hero Academia, he has a ton of like the Pops figures because his aunt gave him a bunch of those, and he displays them in his room and has the boxes sitting there, and he loves My Hero Academia. So like the tent pole franchises have definitely shifted. I'm going to do a video on that too. I've got to do, oh crap, I forgot the box. I have a box and I need to bring the box downstairs. Anyway, but the new stuff, okay. Entertainment is no longer about escapism, but instead indoctrination. And I think with both conservatives and liberals who ignore the internet left the door open for people who have taken to using the internet as their means to escape the nonsense of reality. To a certain extent, yes. This, however, is very dangerous because of what's on the internet. I mean, who hasn't found the naughty sites or accidentally ended up on an extremist site by misspelling a URL? See, and that's the scary part too. And that's why kids don't like URL surf the way that we did, right? Today they click on they click on the apps, right? It's all apps. It's all self-contained. It takes you directly to the page, which as a parent makes things nicer because we can lock things down a lot easier. So that's good. But yeah. All right. I consider myself lucky that I ended up not being radicalized by the various groups online. But I worry about my niece and nephew will be when they get onto the internet. I worry about what they'll be exposed to when they are not being supervised or in the care of the educational system and the curriculum they're saddled with. Yeah, don't let them on social media. That's it. Just do not let children on social media. You want to see that they're like, we had early social media like MySpace and Facebook. What's going on out there now is insane. Right? Just like my children, not allowed. Social media, not allowed. They're, period. Like 18 years old is when they can have a social media account. Like dead fucking serious. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's not worth the struggle as a parent to watch your children go down that rabbit hole. Like it's just not. So at some point they will end up mixing with different people, and at some point they'll grow and leave the home where you can't look after them anymore. Watching Across the Spider-Verse made me aware of the message the film was telling us, that people will grow and develop trust issues with their parental figures who are constantly struggling to figure out how best to raise their kids. That's retarded. One example is the film about Miles Morales himself. He wants to go to New Jersey to study quantum physics to see his friends again. His problem is that he's lonely and has no one to connect with, and his parents are worried about him leaving the family to pursue his dreams. Isn't he like 14 in that though? Like, bro, you're 14. You can't even like drive. And like, but he's Spider-Man. His parents don't know that shit. Like, he's some scrawny 14-year-old. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. He's 15. Let's send a 15-year-old to fucking Jersey to follow his dreams. That sounds like a smart idea as a parent. Not only that, it's fucking Jersey. But he also has another father figure in the form of Peter B., who's struggling to figure out how to be a good father. To contrast him there's Miguel, who made a terrible mistake, resulting in a whole universe being wiped out and left him scarred from the whole ordeal. Miguel hates Miles and wants him locked up. for something that was his fault, while Peter B feels guilty for not being honest with Miles. At the end of, I don't know where you're going with this, Creative Welshman. This is really, really long. At the end of the film, he teams up with Gwen and the other spider folk to rescue Miles Morales from his current predicament and get him back home to his family, while Miguel is acting like an asshole dad who refuses to listen to reason, believing that he knows best because of his trauma. While misguided is understandable. Okay, there you go. My point to this is that at some point, the kids in our lives are going to be burdened with the things they don't fully understand or know how to handle, and it's up to us adults to be a guiding light in their lives while they are struggling. Not necessarily true. That's categorically false. I mean, if you need to be there as a guiding light during the times of struggle, like, yeah, that's, everybody needs that, right? But a guiding light doesn't necessarily have to be an adult or a parent. No. Your job as an adult is to prepare them for those struggles, right? Because they're gonna happen. They're going to have, there's no version of this where you don't go through life without struggles in some version. And you, as an adult, it's not your job to guide them through the struggles. That would make you a shitty adult and a shitty teacher. It's your job to guide them before they get to the struggles and prepare them before they get to the struggles, right? Like, yeah, no, okay. They'll turn to things they feel safe with, and if we're not careful, end up in dangerous places that'll take advantage of them. Yeah, that's because I want to be the Uncle Iroh for my niece and nephew. Yeah, but Uncle Iroh he didn't guide people. I mean, yeah, he kind of did the guiding through the struggles thing, but that was, the Zuko arc was very, very multi-complex, which was really nice. But no, he was trying to prepare his nephew for what was coming in the future. Most of the conversations they were having about was preparing him for what he needed to do. And be there to help them overcome their problems and navigate the world safely. But I know I can't be there for them 24/7, so I hope I can be a role model they need in their lives. No, and that's honestly a noble thing to do, right? Because I dread the moment they end up struggling with something that they can't talk to their parents about. And I hope you, Royce, never have to go through something like that with your kids. I already fucking do. Like, dude, I'm a parent of 4. Like, we already go through a lot of stuff. Like, keep in mind, my oldest is almost a teenager. Right? Like, when I talk about my kids, like, they're not little tykes anymore. Like, they're older, okay? I hope the next generation will have people they can trust to safeguard them as they work out who they are and what they want to be going forward. P.S. I hope I didn't break you this early. No, you got a couple things off there, but again, the other thing, too, that you got to look at, too, is every single kid out there is an individual, right? And one method, that's why when people ask me, like, when people have come up to me and been like, hey, I've got a baby on the way. And like, what? Yeah, what's your advice for parents? I'm like, all right, first piece of advice, all the people that tell you that give you parenting advice about what to do, it's all bullshit, okay? The only good pieces of advice that I was ever given that actually worked are, when you have the baby, get that baby on your sleep schedule as soon as possible. It is possible to train an infant to get onto your sleep schedule, so that way they don't end up with a really effed up circadian rhythm, right? Because you don't want that to happen either, okay? And then also to always put babies together in onesies, because once hands start going places and they figure out they can tear that diaper off, it's not fun. It's never onesies. Those are the only 2 pieces of parenting advice that ever helped me. Everything else was utter bullcrap. Everything, all of it. They're like, well, when I had a boy, I did. Yeah, it doesn't fucking work with my kid. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. Because you know why? Because my kid's not your kid. That's why, right? Like, well, little girls are like, yeah, my little girls aren't like that at all. The sugar and spice and everything nice. Yeah, no, that's not my kids at all. Like, again, it's just, it is how it is, right? All right, Grill Lamar, wings. We're also great. Easy Bake Oven does it again. He's got a pellet smoker. Oh, dude, I did a smoked lamb leg last week and a smoked pork. Well, it's technically a pork shoulder, but everybody calls it a pork butt because of the storage. Anyway, look that up. Really interesting history as to why we call it pork butt, even though it's actually pork shoulder. But Yeah, I did a lamb leg, and then I actually smoked some deer steaks at the end there, dude. It was really good last week. And then we made homemade smoked lamb leg gyros with the homemade tzatziki, and my wife even made homemade pita bread, like from scratch pita bread. Oh, it was so good. Oh, dude. Like, I was like, hey, babe, if I smoke lamb this week, can we do gyros? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, sweet. And we get to like the day, and I'm like, hey, babe, did you make the pita bread yet? And she just looked at me like, because she already had a crap load of stuff to do. Oh, never eating again. Outrageous. And we lost him. Smoker talk has already begun. Hey, I'm still here. That's a song by Johnny Resnick, actually, which was in the I'm Still Here was in the Treasure Planet. Johnny Resnick of the Goo Goo Dolls, actually. Have you seen that guy's face lately? My God. What did he do to himself? Oh. Anyway, Chatsu, a slightly less intense excerpt from In the House of Cranes. Okay. Sam scrambled around his soon-to-be old room for a fourth time, making certain not to forget anything. Mark would be over shortly, but he'd had everything needed for the overnight stay. As he scanned around one last time, a shadow under a dresser piqued his interest. Moving it aside, he found a small plastic figure in the shape of a TV character from his childhood. The paint was faded, and it was covered in dust, yet the memories attached felt fresh in his mind. Mark had helped Ray sneak out one night, and the trio spent the entire evening at Sam's house watching a cartoon okay, you've got a typo there, buddy. You need to fix that, Chatsu. If this is in the book, fix this typo, okay? I think from before any of them were born. From before any of them were born. Maybe that's not a typo. That's just phonetically that doesn't. From before any of them were born. That for some reason that just doesn't roll phonetically off the tongue. I don't know why. Grammatically it's correct, but that's weird. I've actually talked with people about that. And when they're thinking about like putting audiobooks together, they actually have to think about structuring things in a way that that actually can be read out loud, because sometimes the way that people like the way that it sounds in your head is like, oh, that works, and then you have somebody read it out loud, and it's just like I can't fucking read this sentence. I've had a few people that I've talked with about that, and they're like, yeah, that's actually a thing. Okay. The man on the screen was a detective who used all sorts of gadgets to hunt down and capture monsters, which he'd dispose of by shrinking them down and putting them in a briefcase that he'd lock using a special combination. He'd then throw the briefcase into a magic furnace, sending the monsters to another dimension where they'd no longer be a threat. How he was able to afford so many briefcases was anyone's guess. Ah, yes, that's how it goes. Sam set the figure of Robbie Steele, monster detective, on top of the dresser where it could watch over the room when he was gone. There was no hard-boiled detective to help against the masked men that slowly approached the trio. Instead, Mark and Sam moved forward to obscure Ray from the men's view. It was clear before anyone spoke what they were here for. It was the same reason Ray wasn't left alone in the ballroom the previous night. Rich girls and ransoms go together like centimeters and coffins. Okay, outside of like the centimeter talk, like that was pretty good, dude. You're getting good, Chatsu. Why does that one phrase just not roll off the tongue? Watching a cartoon from before any of them were born. Why does that from before any? For some reason, that just, I can't get that off the, all right, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord. My green screen's fucked up. Oh. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Have you guys checked out the shirt? I got the coffee mug, by the way. Super excited for it. I'm waiting for the shirt to show up, but it's not here yet. Makes me sad. That was also great. line in the movie Frequency? I'm still here, Chief. Frequency was a uniquely good play on... It wasn't time travel per se. It was quantum communication. But that was really cool. Because I know everybody's like, oh, it's like a time travel movie. And it's like, kind of. But the way that they did it was really, really good. The question mark was a typo. I don't know. Did you think about the Roman Empire? I don't know. Probably not. Not today. I was watching Freerun, Beyond Journey's End, catching up on that because I never finished it. And I will finish the first season, but my God, the last, I don't know. The last 15 episodes or so, well, maybe not quite 15, maybe the last 10 episodes of the season, I don't know, that show lost its luster. It was kind of a refreshing take, but it just, I don't know, just doesn't have a lot of staying power for me. So, all right. Moving over to Comic Shop Wednesday from 2 weeks ago. Gorilla Mar says, Comic Shop Wednesdays are great, but so bad for my wallet. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Damn it, I have a box. I need to go get the box. I keep forgetting to bring the box downstairs. I was going to, and I forgot. Hey, guys, thank you so much for the kind word about the Embrace. Good news is the book is already done. This edition just has special Kickstarter exclusive variants. So humbled at the response. The story is very important to me. That one was tough. The Embrace, oh my God. A little boy who was killed, and then a father going back to the cemetery. Yeah. And a father going back to a cemetery, and his little boy sees him, and then the little boy, as a ghost, joins up with his dad. Oh yeah, the Embrace hits hard as a dad, and then they go and they hunt down the guys that killed. Oh, dude, a story of vengeance. I'm okay with it, and the way that it's that one scene, I was like, nope, that's hard to read. That's hard to. And then when the little boy's ghost sees his dad, the little boy's ghost is like, Dad, I'm sorry, and he's like, he's like, for what, buddy? And I'm like, oh, that one, I was just like, nope. Nope. I even told that to another buddy of mine who's a dad, and he was like, yeah, nope. So, and this is a hard drinking redneck mother foe. So, yeah. Chatsu says, some updates. I'm going to try and do more shilling on social media, aiming for daily. You need to get on podcasts and stuff, Chatsu. You need to get out there. You need to get on podcasts. You need to... Twitter and Facebook and that stuff is really good supplementary, but you need to get people like watching shows. They like watching YouTube. They like all that stuff. You need to get out there, talk about your book. Right. You've got to do it. That's the biggest thing. But I'll be focusing on my video presence. Yes, it's also good. Build your own video platform as well. Yeah. I wish I could have gotten it. But right now, I'm not able to actually get a lot of books. Actually, so I was talking with my wife. A good friend of ours actually picked up the Yaira, the Yaira covers for us. And I told my wife, I said, I don't like reviewing books that I can't purchase. It just doesn't sit well with me. And she thought she had purchased it, but she was like, no. She's like, money wasn't there. She's like, I couldn't get it. And I was like, well, fuck. So I was never able to actually physically purchase Yaira. I know I've got the books coming. But yeah, I wasn't able to purchase it, and I don't like putting up reviews if I can't put my money where my mouth is. You know what I mean? And so it's just one of those things, So yeah, freaking what the hell is them small little it's summertime again, son of a bitch. It's also why I don't like to do reviews if people send me a book either. I'm not down for that. I don't like that. I don't know. I feel it shifts my perspective too much. Yeah, but go. Okay, still haven't fully jumped back into it yet because I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to focus on. Currently, I'm thinking about just picking a movie to talk about, jotting down some talking points and winging it from there. No fancy editing or cuts. I've got books to write. That's a bad idea. So you need to start looking into what are known as retention beats if you're going to be doing video production. If you're not going to go full hog on the videos, don't even do them. Retention beats are very, very, very important, and figuring out, and there are many different types of retention beats. Editing can be part of it. You guys see a lot of the like retention beats and stuff in mine. And actually, I can see that my watch time on my videos has gone up by about 1.5 minutes lately. Hey Royce, you got the link for your shirts? I do have the link for my shirts. I do. Thank you so much for asking, DCC. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. There you go. There's the link for the shirts. Squishy Banana. I'm making a Discord too. I don't like it, but I don't want to do Element or Matrix. Yeah, and there's a few others out there that just don't look good, right? Squishy? Yeah. No, I don't want to do Discord either, but we may have to, right? Until, I mean, I don't know if this blows up good enough. Maybe I just build my own, right? Build my own local server that can handle like X amount of people. Because you could do it. You just buy an old computer and then just plug it in, and it's just like your server that's over here. And you just have it here in the office. Like, and then you have it be able to handle X amount of people and conversations and lives and stuff like that, and you're good to go. Likewise, I don't accept free books. I never want to give the impression that I'm showing favoritism. Plus, I do accept free books, but I tell those guys, like, hey, like, I do appreciate it. You deserve time. But there are some people who are like, no, I want to send you a book. I have to send you a book. And I'm like, awesome. I will not review it. Just so you know, like, the only books that I review are the books that I pay for with my own money. Would you be comfortable if we super chat you to do a review? I would not do a review for a super chat. No, I would not do a review for a super chat. That's no. If I don't pay for it, I don't do the review. That's the things. Them's the crux of the situation, right? But yeah, going back to Chatsu, look into what retention beats are, understand what video work is, and go from there. All right. Speaking of, the prologue of my next book is written, and I'm a little ways into chapter 1. I won't announce anything about the next book until close to completion, and after I have an advertising campaign figured out. Until then, the shills will focus on the first 2 books. Don't forget that the prologue and the first 2 chapters of In the House of Cranes and the first 4 stories in Tales from the Trilateral Realms can be read for free on that site. Enjoy the books and watch their freaking trailers. Yeah, no, as far as super chats go, no, I wouldn't, yeah. So, I know I'm kind of weird when it comes to this stuff, right? It's like that's why I don't want people to send me stuff. I'd rather purchase it with my own money, because then it's like, hey, is this a buy or don't buy? And like, I feel that, 1, I already put my own money into it, and 2, I can give more, I'm not being like pressured to give a certain opinion on it. And I don't ever want that. So yeah. Okay. Creative Welshman. Okay. I backed the Embrace on Kickstarter, and depending on my budget, I will get the Snake comics as well in due time. There you go. Oh, yeah, that's right. They did those. And that's right. They did do those. I remember this thing. I did get a book for free, but it was a special version of things I already covered, and it just showed up. The creator just wanted to say thank you. See, that's a different story, though. That's a very different story. You already cover something, and the creator's like, hey, dude, I appreciated your review. Can I send you a special edition? That's like, yeah, that's different. Make my cameo in the chat and return to my employment. Well, fine, be that way. He drinks White Claws for Super Chats. Yeah, dude, yeah, Dude, that was something my wife came up with, and that was a mistake. I will not be doing that again. Hero Darky Dark. This is from Iron Age Knights, featuring the relentlessly bullied hero. I do not have the comic books around here right now. Definitely my favorite indie comic that I have read so far, like hands down. I thought about it for a little bit, and it is even because for a while there, my favorite was Crimson Wren by Clownfish TV, and Hero Darky Dark just nails it with relentlessly bullied hero. I can't wait until he gets it on Amazon. That guy is gonna blow the fuck up when he's just gonna. That's one of those rare ones that you're just like, this guy's gonna be really, really famous and not too long. Like, I just believed that. Creative Welshman says, what is Communist Royce's favorite drink? Red Claw. Wow. Communist Royce. That sounds weird. People crap on My Hero a lot, but they don't understand the principles of storytelling. People wanted Deku to go rogue, but the whole point of the arc is to show how dangerous and stupid it is to try to fight a war on your own. No, that's not the largest complaints that I've seen with that. The complaints that I've seen with that was not that people wanted Deku to go rogue. It's that we basically have, it was like 100 and some odd chapters of Deku slowly working up and barely being able to handle like the raw power of All for One, and then kind of understanding Black Whip and getting better at that. And then in like 2 chapters, he was damn near mastered like all 7 different things. That's what people were mad about. It wasn't that they wanted to see him go rogue. It's that they're like, well, wait a minute, but Deku's whole journey is working and building himself up, and you literally skipped like 90% of the crap that he can do now, and now he can just do it, right? That was a very, very stark contrast. That was my understanding of that, and even watching that in the anime, that was just kind of jarring. It was like, I mean, I get it, like, for time's sake, because otherwise he would have had to do another fucking 700 chapters or whatever, which you just can't. So I kind of understand, but at the same time, it's also like, yeah, okay, that's a little much. And the reason that My Hero Academia is so damn good is because it was inspired by Spider-Man. Heavily inspired by Spider-Man. Like back in the day Spider-Man. Not current day Spider-Man. Back in the day Spider-Man. Anyway, okay. Deku was exhausted and about to be beaten until his friends showed up to beat an easy villain. Likewise, AFO's defeat shows how pathetic he is and what a cowardly monster he truly was. AFO. Who the hell is AFO? Oh, All for One's defeat showed how pathetic he is and what a cowardly monster he truly was. All for One. Like his defeat in the manga that just happened, or are you referring to something in the anime? Because the manga got kind of insane. Like, that's gonna be, yeah, I got it. It's All for One. I don't know. My brain's not braining. I'm out of coffee. I need to go get more coffee, but I hate leaving people here unattended. It's not correct to leave people here unattended. I need to get my fucking shirt so I can do like my commercial thing and be like, hey guys, you should absolutely go check out the I Support Indie Creators shirt. It's really cool. And then I could do like a plug and it would look like an ad read, but it's my own ad for my own shirt. You know, that would be cool. But no, it's still a week. I literally wanted to have that shirt in 2 different videos that I've done now. Not here. Just not here yet. It's pissing me off. I'm sure many people growing up with My Hero have been inspired to write their own stories and make comics themselves. In fact, if I were in charge of Marvel and DC, I would be cashing in on that success by reprinting the comics that inspired My Hero to begin with. See, if they want to do a cash grab, that's what they would do, is they would have to like call they would call the creator of like My Hero Academia and say, hey, what, like, we know you like Spider-Man. Which books did you like? And would you be willing to say, oh, dude, I'm telling you right now, those books would be #1 for the next year if the My Hero Academia creator actually did a deal and said that those were his Spider-Man picks that inspired My Hero Academia. Like, those Spider-Man books, those reprints would be the #1 for the next year, maybe 2. They would sell so fucking much. So, why are they allergic to making money? It's not about making money, guys. It's about collapsing the system. That's what everybody doesn't understand. Like, the push is for a one world government. So what they need to do is collapse all of the individual systems around the planet. And then they say, oh, see, look, all the individual systems didn't work. So guys, we just have to do this one system where, like, we all control you. And, like, everybody's like, these people are so stupid. They're actually not. They're actually doing what they set out to do. So don't, like, just stop calling them dumb because they're not. Eat the bugs. See, eat the bugs. That's what they want you to do. Eat the bugs. It is true. I need more fucking coffee, guys. I need more coffee. Hey, guys, you want to listen to the Guns of the IMS Star Shatter? I'll be right back, guys. So freaking cool. That song is so freaking cool. I love it. It's so good. Yeah, that is Chill Kid, by the way, guys. He's a subscriber to the channel. Yeah, you should go check out Chill Kid. He's absolutely fantastic. I think I've got his Bandcamp link here. Yep. He's on Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud. So I've got quite a few links here for him. So you guys can, oh, it's not gonna do it. Of course it won't separate them out the way that I wanted to. Well, remove. Let's see. Well, let's just go to YouTube real quick. But yeah, Chill Kid's freaking awesome, dude. Love his stuff. Absolutely love it. Yeah, this is really good. So, all right, guys, let's get back into reading the comments. Sorry about that. I ran out of coffee. I usually don't run out of coffee. I like this. I support creators. It's a small mug. It's a very, very small. I need a jumbo size mug. But I do support indie creators. And you can too. By buying indie creator stuff. Also, if you guys want to buy the shirt, that really does support me. I don't know if I'm an indie creator. I don't know. Are YouTubers indie? Do they count? Probably not. Probably not. 20-ounce mug, right? You have a coffee bean of preference, Royce? Coffee. Generally. There was one I really don't like. I know that. But yeah, just coffee. We get the Maxwell House because that's not terribly expensive. And Folgers is disgusting. Why would I get a canteen? Yes, YouTubers count as long as you aren't corporate funded. Ah, hey, that's cool. Apparently I'm indie. That's a stretch. Okay, Devil's Air says, so Royce interviewed a creator that is writing Royce biography in comic fashion. Nice to know. Funny enough, my wife shared one of our text message correspondences on Twitter a while back, and Hero Darky Dark was like, I'm stealing this for my book. And I fucking hope he does, dude. Dude, Tim Hortons. Dude, Tim Hortons, it's not even a contest. Like, maybe I should see if the Saskas will send me a bag of Tim Hortons medium roast. Oh. Dude, there's no Tim Hortons here, man. Tim Hortons is unreal. No, I don't. Well, I have... Never mind. Okay, so how was it to read about yourself? Must be weird. No, it's not about myself. Must be weird to get a fourth wall broken in real life. Definitely wasn't about me at all in any way. So definitionally indie. Interesting. Anyway, I need to write and read more, but man, it's annoying if I don't have a scene enough in my head. No, Royce! Go shot the beer like an 80s movie on high. Go shot that beer. You mean shotgun the beer. Okay, you mean shotgun a beer. Yeah. No, I don't shotgun beers, dude. I'm in my 30s. No. A movie high on testosterone and guns. No. No. Have you ever had anything from the UK, Royce? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? What have I ever had? Really? They can't. Yeah, no, dude, I live in a small town. Like, it's 2,500 people where I live, dude. We don't have a Tim Hortons. Drinks that White Claw. He knew. I won't be doing that again for a while. That was horrible. God, I felt like crap the next day, too. White Claw is a horrible invention that white women came up with, I swear. Gorilla Mars says, too tired for a snarky comment, but I will say that the Relentlessly Bully Heroes sounds good, and I'll keep an eye out for it. It's not good, it's great. There's a very big difference. It's not good, it is great. I was thoroughly impressed. Oh, Creative Welshman says I'll have to keep an eye on this and get myself a copy when I can afford it. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so when I went upstairs, guys, I finally remembered to bring the box because I forgot the box. I forgot the box a lot, but I remembered to bring the box when I went upstairs to get a refill on coffee. And for the person out there who bought this and sent this to me, you know who you are, and I really appreciate it. So yeah, the Ira books showed up, all 4 covers. So I am very, very excited to check this out and read these. So it's really, really fun. Maybe after I read them, I'll do a spoiler talk with the Saska sisters about it. Because I told the Saskas, like, yeah, maybe I'll set up a live stream with the Saska sisters and we'll do that. So, but yeah, like I said, it's one of those things I thought that I thought we were able to purchase a cover of Yaira. We were not able to do that, and so like I said earlier, the review will not happen for this book because I wasn't able to put my own money into it. But I will read it, and if you guys ask me like the Gildred, I mean, people ask me if I like it, like I'll tell you that, but I'm not, but I'm not gonna like do the review and stuff like that. I mean, hey, did you like it? Yes, I did. Like, it's, maybe I do, maybe I don't know. But yeah, I wasn't able to actually put my own money into it, so yeah. Take my super chats during interview. I will see if the Saskas would like to do that. I think we talked about it a while back. Where the fuck am I gonna set these? My setup is so different. Okay, there we go. So no, I won't review it. I didn't buy it. I don't think people understand. Like when I say no to something, that's it. That's the line has already been drawn. Roman King said he loved X-Men 97, freaking cried on the one episode. I think it was episode 5. I think it was called Remember It. Interesting. I haven't seen it. I'm just going to go over the comments. And I didn't, yeah. No, I don't have Rumble chats off. I just forget to check them, Roman King. So, yeah. I don't have Rumble chats off. I usually just forget to check them. So, because the Rumble chat hardly ever moves. So it's less, it's harder to see. But hey, thanks for being over here, man. No, I heard, that's the thing is I heard 97 was really good from everybody who watched it and they liked it. But it just, I went over some of like the rating stuff and people got mad at me because I was like, okay, like people are saying that it's good, but other people are saying that it's bad. Why? What's the difference here? So I literally just like found why people were saying that and everybody got mad at me. And I'm like, I don't know. So, which is really fun. DCC said this made my day. I've been keeping my eye on Twix for when Daniel drops G said I too. Yes. Really didn't smell the woke. So many alleged. Yeah, see, everybody said that it was good. Everybody said that 97 was good. D Gray. By the way, I did read this DCC. Little Andian, what up? Okay. If you're at multi-streaming chats, Rumble tends to be spicy, LOL, and YouTube might punish you for it. That's why I don't show the Rumble chat on YouTube if I'm multi-streaming. So yes. Also, I tried to actually get it. It doesn't work. I've tried. Capture good stories. Maybe flew over them with crazy speed of episodes. Interesting. Gorilla Mars said he couldn't care less about 97. I've seen a lot of X-Men shows. I don't really need to see another one. That's just where I'm at with it. I'm like, but I've seen that one already. I don't care about watching a rehash of something that I've already seen. I want to watch something new. You were drinking when you drew that crooked line. See, that's my secret, Andrew Knapp. I'm always drinking. No, I've actually toned down a lot in the last few weeks because I was drinking a lot there for a little bit. Like, I was putting away many a beer a day. So it was like, I need to set some limitations on myself. So I did set those limitations, which is good. Oh, man. All right. This is Comic Shop Wednesday from this week. And then we'll get over into the comments that were on the videos and stuff like that after I just do a few more. So let's rapid fire through these. Got in a bit late. Why do I waste my time at work? Well, money's usually. Gorilla Mar, thanks again for having me on. It was great. Oh, yeah, dude. It was awesome to have you on, man. I'm so glad. Creative Welshman, when you stare into the chat, the chat stares back at you and tells you to buy your wife a goat. I'm not buying. Well, no. They put mad respect to Cyclops for once, the freaking leader of the X-Men. No, that's good. My Yaira orders are coming next week. Time to go full ADHD happy dance. Awesome, dude. Awesome. My vote would go to Immortal Rising. Edit. Royce is showing his age by having that senior moment at the end. No, dude, that wasn't my age. That was the fact that I wake up at like 4:30 in the morning. Like, I was freaking tired. Not only that, dude, my schedule was completely thrown off last week. I woke up at 1:30 last Sunday to fire up the barbecue. And then about 7 o'clock is when I went to bed. So I pulled an 18-hour day that day. But my sleep schedule got so screwed up from that. Like, I have literally not been, I have been fatigued all week. It was really weird. Mr. Mind Flayer says, big thanks to the homie Stormcrow for shouting out my wife's business. Don't know why the Cloak and Dagger about naming names, but he kind of showed his hand with the crochet he wants. Thank you, Royce, for taking the time to look. There's more fantasy creatures coming along. That was really cool, Mr. Mindflayer. I didn't know that was you. Yeah, Stormcrow was being really secretive about that. Not quite sure why. No, of course, dude. I love being able to shout people out like that. Also, a couple notes on Astro Prisma. Not only did she do it all herself, this is her first time doing anything like this. She's also working on a soundtrack to go along with the game by herself. That's really cool. That game looked nuts. Roman King, X-Men, they're all sold. Ooh. Jeez. I would not pay that much for a figure. I would not. I wouldn't pay statues, figures, things like that. I'm like $20. If it's more than $20, I ain't paying for it. I don't know. That's my mentality. Like people paying almost $100 for an X-Men figure. No, not a chance. Right? Not a chance. Chatsu says, I wasn't actually mad. I was just busting your balls, pulling your leg, trifling with you. Heck, you could say I was getting your goat. You guys are really weird with the goat thing. Just very strange people with all these goat jokes. It's kind of funny. All right, we've got one more. Just a couple of comments here. The Yaira figure is a week's worth of work. Yeah. For serious collectors out there, go buy the thing. That is no. I can see something like that for like $100 maybe with all the detailed work and things of that nature. But man, that is very, very expensive. That is almost as much as my truck payment, right? Like that is a healthy amount of my bills every month. Like I was like, wow. But I mean, if people are willing, to get it as a collector's edition thing, like, yeah, go for it. Creative Welshman, time to watch this before Sunday coffee. Yes, this was Chris Hicks, Vengeance Productions. That was a hilarious conversation. Oh my God, we talked about old people coming into our IHOPs and using coupons. Oh my God, I hated that. Senior Tuesdays, that's what it was called. It was called Senior Tuesdays. Oh. Royce has evolved into Bully Maguire. Cue the cringy dancing. I don't understand that reference. It makes no sense. Yeah, food service people. How annoying were old people when they'd come and sit in your section? Right? They'd sit there for like an hour and a half, eat very slowly, no table turnover. Spider-Man 3. Oh, okay. Why would you call it? Yeah, I don't know. How was Emo Maguire? I don't know. That was a weird... that movie got fucked over by... Yeah. I just went to IHOP yesterday, and I'm middle-aged 34. Oh, okay. I don't... Why do people call them? I don't know. Now I drag my fat ass in an hour late. Well, that you deserve it. It's okay. We still got a lot of comments to go over. So we've gone through all the live streams. Now it's time to get down to the video comments that you guys left. So not a major amount of them, but there's enough of them. So responding to the comments about X-Men 97. Yeah. So... because people were talking with me about that. And it was just a clip from a live stream that I did. So I pulled up some info. And I showed it. And like I said, and Roman King, if you want to see what I was talking about, it's here on over on the Rumble channel. Just scroll down. You'll see this video has big ratings problems. It'll show Cyclops. You'll see the video if you want some context for this. It was like man, people got irritated with this one. Monkey, I can't read this guy's name. Oh, hey, I should probably put the chat up. There we go. Hey, I'm pretty gracious with the elderly. Why Gilded have to be like that? I don't know, A.S. Bruner. I don't know. There's a lot of funny edits on YouTube. Okay. I have blocked that movie from my mind. Somebody told me for years, don't watch it. And one day it was like, dude, that movie had been out for like 10 years. And then I finally watched it and I was just like, yep, never gonna do that again. Then I walked in one day and my son was watching. He was like, Dad, this is a really cool movie. And I was like, no, son, It is not. He goes, why? What's wrong with it? And I was just like, I'm going to leave now. The boy doesn't deserve that wrath. He's just a boy. Monkey, I can't read this damn name. What is it? This Monkey Boy Hand Cramp. That is a visual I didn't need. Been watching you for a while. Love your delivery, man. Keep it up. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. You're an irritating person. Yes, probably. I'm pretty gracious with the elderly. I'm gracious with the elderly until they sit in my fucking section for 2 hours and only leave a $2 tip. Watching on 2K speed. Watching me on 2K speed must just be ADHD inducing. Naji Games, this helps put things together. I wasn't seeing anyone talking about X-Men 97 until these numbers came out. And then there seemed to be out of nowhere an army of reply guys arguing it's the most watched Disney Plus show, and I couldn't tell if somebody was just lying or if there was a way for everyone to be right. I mean, they're kind of correct in the situation is that currently, as X-Men 97 was airing, yes, it was the #1 watched show on Disney. That does, however, not necessarily bode well in the grand scheme of things. A lot of people were saying that in its first week it was out, it got like 4 million views, being that it was only a half hour long. That really wouldn't, or 27 minutes? Or do they do a 27 minute or is a 25 minute? Because I know they'll have like the intro and then the credits and then like, are they doing a 27 minute cut or are they doing a 25 minute cut? Either way. Yeah, the action figures completely sold it. Just doesn't make sense. There's a wait period to order them. No, it's watch minutes, dude. It's not that people didn't watch it. It's that the metrics. Go watch the video. I cover all that. But there's a lot of metrics there. The watch minutes don't add up to getting X-Men. And actually, really, Disney, what's weird is that we went back like 2 months through Samba and I don't know if I did it on the stream, but I did it in Samba, Nielsen, and then there was one other that we did. Oh, it was the variety thing. And what you're seeing is that Disney is having a hard time cracking into the top 10 most watched things weekly. Like, it's really, oh, really? Some episodes are 40 minutes? That's weird. That it's not. So, yeah, as far as watch minutes are concerned, it's having a really hard time cracking the top 10 weekly, that's Disney as a whole, which it's Disney. They should not be having a hard time cracking the top 10 weekly for anything streaming. But they are. So that's why a lot of people are saying that it's not doing well and so on and so forth. Author Johnny Douglas, I'm not surprised to see this happen. It's happened before. Fans clamor for a show's return, only to find out that there is a small but vocal minority of people that actually want to see it. See also Young Justice Season 3. The thing that killed Young Justice Season 3 is that they were going to release it exclusively on the Ultimate DC app where you could find it. You guys remember that crap? And I was like, what is this? I don't want another streaming service. And then that thing died. Is that thing still exist? Like the DC app where they have all of the DC? Or did Warner just decide, no, this isn't worth our time, just put it all somewhere else? I didn't even watch Young Justice Season 3. I was really, really like, that. I was like, I would watch this. Stop the madness. Wait, who is this? Mike has bad knees. Attacking me with his name always. Why? Oh, God. Why? I don't remember what this was in reference to. I don't remember what I said. The length of episodes are inconsistent. I believe some are 40, some are 25. That's weird. I didn't even know that there was the... Yeah. Oh, I have no idea. I didn't watch it. Like when a show comes out and there's like no hype cycle for it, I'm just like, okay. Oh, they did a season 4. That's interesting. You're just an attackable person. Yeah. Creative Welshman says, thing is, the whole situation was many years in the making. People have checked out for good reason. Disney has spent a decade marketing poor business and creative decisions, which in turn have alienated the fans. They have voiced their disgust at the company and warned others not to support them. I mean, there's still a lot of Disney fans out there. There's still, I think you guys underestimate. Now, there's not as many as there used to be because a lot of like the normies have kind of left. But the diehards are still here. Keep in mind, Disney has a ride or die fan base, period. That is there and they will not leave. It does not matter how bad the company gets. It does not matter the decisions that they make. There are people who will ride or die for Disney, period. Period. That's every company, though. Everybody has that. I almost did a video talking about this, and it's essentially the parasocial relationship and how people attach their success and how they view themselves to the success of somebody else. And that was one of those things that you're seeing it in independent comics right now, right? Is people are less concerned about their own success and they're more concerned about talking about how successful or how great other people are. And by doing that, they think that it makes them successful or that they appear to be on the. It's the same thing with football, right? It's the same thing with football, sports. People have their teams, right? And if their team wins, we all win, right? Because no, that's not fucking true. That guy in the indie comic space doing that fucking book, making that fucking money is his fucking success. It's not your success. You're still either as successful or as unsuccessful as you were before. You shouting that person out or talking bad about another guy or going to war for that person or whatever does not make you more successful, right? What it does is it again, it's the parasocial relationship of it. And there are people like that for Disney. There are people like that for a lot of companies out there, even the large corporations, okay? It is, and it's really, really rampant online. It's why I stepped back from the whole conversation in like, because I still have people rushing, Comicsgate versus Iron Age. I'm like, I don't give a shit. They're fucking hashtags, right? If you're going to become emotionally invested in a fucking hashtag, seek psychological help. It's a fucking hashtag. And I've told people that, right? So that's kind of where I've been at for a while now. And I realize I'm not going to emotionally attach myself to another person writing a book or making a movie because I realize that's pretty freaking juvenile, right? And it's why I stepped out of all that stuff. I can't get enough. Season 2 has me excited. Apart from the company Disney, they can kick rocks with their DEI obsession. But some of their products are good. Mando seasons 1 and 2. Season 3 was trash. Boba was trash. I didn't watch any of it. Star Wars died the day that they came out and they lied about not having books and comics. Oh no, it is. It is Roman King. Yeah, he says that's a healthy take, but we like to beat on teams. It's in our nature to pick a side. Oh, totally. It totally is. It's just retarded. Oh God. Right. Oh, okay. There's not support. Okay. Initially, the common fans ignored the diehards' warning about Disney and continued on watching the movies, etc. Other way around. But even they have started to notice the declining quality. And slow inclusion of far-left political ideologies being put into the stories. They noped out and warned others to not support a company that clearly hates them. Now everything is coming full circle and Disney is panicking. Everybody keeps saying that Disney is panicking, but they're making the same decisions, which tells me that they are not, in fact, panicking. So I don't know. Usually when you see a company panic, they about face and don't do that thing. So, but they're still doing that thing. So I don't believe that Disney's panicking in the least. I don't care what reports I see out there. When they start actually making family movies again, I'll be like, oh, they actually were, right? The proof is in the pudding, as they say. Apparently they have a new CEO. I have no idea. Are still successful despite their garbage. Yeah, no, their quarterly earnings are fucking huge. It's ridiculous. Maybe they meant picnicking. They could, and Disney Plus is on the cusp of turning profit. Yeah. That's why I have gotten to the point with all of this stuff anymore, with my entertainment. It's part of the reason that I've changed the channel. Any channel that I see anymore, and there's a ton of them that I've subscribed to, if they put like, you know, the wokey woke, if they put the word woke in their title, I don't even watch that video anymore. I don't, right? One, because it's going to be the same conversation points as every video that person's probably done for the last 5 years. It doesn't add any value to me. I already know all this stuff. I don't need to know it more, right? Like, I can't know it more. I just want to see the name of the company that you're talking about, and as long as you put that in the title, I know what you're talking about, and then I bounce, right? I don't need to watch those videos anymore. And everybody keeps saying that, oh my God, they're all afraid, and they're all turning around, and they're all learning, and we're taking it to them, and Sony PlayStation is still requiring a PSN requirement for, like, on PC for, like, most of their games now. So everybody being like, we're winning, I'm just like, boy, it really doesn't look like it. And I already know what you guys are talking about. And I'm not really good at doing that kind of content, so I'm just going to do the fun kind of content and put my thoughts and my opinions into it and go from there. But that's just where I'm at with this stuff. That's where I'm at. Fight the power. Helldivers was there's always an exception to the rule. Helldivers was unique, but they did it with Ghost of Tsushima now. For the online play, which, I mean, Ghost of Tsushima, it doesn't fucking matter. I've got it on PlayStation 4, which probably my favorite game of all time. Ghost of Tsushima is fucking incredible. And then God of War, they just said you're going to have a PSN requirement. Guys, they need to make their numbers look big for their investors, right? We are in the time of, what's so funny is they want infinite growth. They want infinite monetary growth with their companies, and then they want population decline. Those two things don't work, dumbasses. What? Why aren't we making more money? I don't know. Maybe because we ain't having kids to make more money to give you money. I don't know. Less people equals less profit. Anyway, I don't think Disney is panicking at all. So that was that diatribe there. But there's more to the situation than people angry at political stuff. Disney in Florida has been engaging in bribery and corruption with the state officials, and Bob Iger has acting like a mini president. Yeah, nobody cares about that. Nobody else cares about that. I don't need to tell you that this is beyond immoral and blatantly illegal. I mean, it's only illegal. It's only illegal when you get thrown in jail. If you don't get thrown in jail for it, it's not illegal, right? I mean, there's a client list out there that not a single person's been prosecuted for, right? So, let's really, I don't know. Not only that, yeah. This was exposed last year, and I'm sure the diehard fans who blew the whistle first have told everyone about the bribery and corruption rumors spreading. Yeah, but they're still having record years. They're turning a profit. They're like, so I don't know. Like, I don't really believe any of this because they keep making money. Like, yes, I agree what they're doing is wrong. I agree their messaging is wrong, but they're making money, man. Ghost of Tsushima. So yeah, I don't, now ask yourself this: would you knowingly support a criminal organization who has no respect for the law or common decency and traditional values that have guided us for so long? No, you wouldn't. And others have decided to not support Disney either. Yeah, like a couple of people. Most people don't give a shit. You got to understand, dude, most people don't care. Okay? All right. I want you to understand something. Let's just talk about it here in America, okay? And I'm sure that you guys have it over in the UK. Most young people could not tell you how many states we have in the union. All right. There's a lot of young people that can't tell you that. Most young people cannot tell you, all right, who our current president is. All right. Most people aren't going to spend any fucking time, energy, or effort looking into the evils of Disney. They're not. And that's why they're still making money. Because a vast majority of the population, doesn't pay attention. As long as they have food on their tables, okay, and they got a place to hang out at, right, to go to bed at night, that's all they need. They do not care about the wider world, okay? There's, in the U.S., there are only, I believe only about 30% of the American adult population is actually politically active. Okay, 30%. Of that 30%, it's split pretty much right down the middle between the between what they call the UK right and left, but it's actually the American right and left is anarchy versus big government. But yeah, that's most people don't care. Most people don't care. Yeah, Roman King. Yeah, look it up. I think it's only 30% of the. I think it's only 30% of American adults are politically initiated and actually who are educated on voting. And then of American adults, I think it's 50% of American adults. 72% of statistics are made up on the spot. Yeah, probably. I mean, you can go for it. This is old information, though. This is old information that I had. I looked it up last time, though, and you can actually go look up that there are educated voters and there are actively engaged in political voters. The statistics change a little bit every year, but yeah, I believe it's roughly 30%. One of the last times I looked it up, so you can go look it up again. Well, I mean, you figure about 160 million people across the country voted last time. Okay, there are, which I believe that turns into roughly about 60% of the American voting population. Of that 60% of the American voting population, I think, what is it? Most people don't pay attention to politics until it's a presidential election year. That's why turnouts are always lower, right? So you can actually see the active engagement of it because we're at 380 or 390 million people in the U.S. right now. I think we're at 390, well, counting the people that we can count. So, but that gets into a bunch of that stuff. But yeah, no, you can basically follow the numbers and track it down to people who are actively involved into the political leanings and stuff like that. And most people only give a shit every 4 years. Okay. But a minority of people give a shit all the time. And that's the problem here, right? So all of these points that you're making right here, like telling it to me, it's like, yeah, would you support it? No, but like, you know, I mean, for every, 1.5 of us, keep in mind, there's 1.5 of us that don't support it. There's 1.5 of the other guys that will ride or die with it. And then there's, 7 people that don't give a shit. They'll just get along with going along. That's it, right? And their vote counts the same as yours and mine. No, it doesn't. I had that conversation with my mom the other day. That was fun. I pissed my mom off really bad. That was really funny. I told my mom, I said, I'm kind of irritated with all the shit that Trump passed when he was president, like the spying on Americans and, and then the amount of money that he fucking printed and then all this other stuff and just a lot of things. I was like, I may not vote this year. I don't know. And she got mad at me and she goes, if you don't vote, that's like giving your vote to the other guy. And I was like, Mom, that's not how the Electoral College actually works. Now, if we had a direct democracy, maybe, but that's not how it works at all, actually. And I said, you also live in a state that, regardless of whether you vote or not, is going blue, period. I was like, if you actually, so your vote has already been nullified threefold. Okay. So, I was like, if you actually wanted your vote to count, you would go to a swing state. Okay. You would go to a swing state where then your vote would be more closely tied and you could potentially flip that state over. All right. to get the electoral college votes. I was like, or you move to a state where the percentage of your vote counts towards an electoral college. There are a couple of states that break it down like that. My parents live in Colorado. Colorado does an all or nothing thing. Colorado is going blue no matter what. So I told my mom, I was like, no. I was like, so whether you vote or not, because you're not actually voting in a state that can go one way or the other, you're voting in a state that's already won. Your vote actually doesn't matter whether you do it or not because of how heavily blue the cities are in Colorado. And yeah, it's like we don't have a direct democracy. If you don't vote, like that's not how it works. I was like, come on, Mom, you taught me this. Yeah, she got really mad. Yeah, my mom and I have been, yeah. But yeah, anyway, yeah. Nebraska and Maine that can split up their points. No, there's one more. I think there's 3. Thought there was 3. From what I've heard, X-Men 97 was a mixed bag. Yeah, hey, let's get back to that. Bob Iger is still in charge, even if the investors are pulling out. But the investors aren't pulling out, dude. They're still making a bunch of money. Like, okay, Disney has destroyed its own reputation and lost the very people they need to sustain themselves financially. Then why are they still making money, dude? Creative Welshman, you're repeating a lot of talking points here, man, but I'm not. But again, like, are you pulling up the statistics and stuff? Like, go, like, look at their financials. Okay, it took longer than expected, but the chickens have come home to roost, and the piper wants to pay. That's evidence required, please. I mean, sentiment. I love the sentiment here, but yeah, I just want Texas to be crimson red forever, LOL. Oh, dude, there's a very good chance that Texas goes blue. There is a greater than likely chance that Texas goes blue. So, and it's because of Austin. It's because of Austin, Texas. Because California got bad enough. People moved away from California, and they're going to go and they're going to vote for the same policies. Texas may very well. It's what happened in Colorado, right? As soon as all the Californians, people from California, Illinois, there was a couple other states moved to Colorado. Colorado went from a very red state to blue in one election. And it's never gone back, and it won't go back, right? Okay. They are not prepared for this, and in a few years, I believe the company will die. I think you're critically wrong here, Creative Welshman. I think you're talking based on sentiment and not actual fact. And all its assets liquidated as it tries to cover its growing debts. Now, it's all funny money. They don't give a shit. They had to do was respect the fans and give them good quality content to enjoy free from any ideological nonsense. Yeah, but the fans are also an incredibly small basis, right? So parks aren't doing great. Toy sales are down. Of course, look at their what is it? Third quarter? Look at their third quarter, man. I don't think Disney will die, but they will downsize before they course correct. Probably, even if they do die. Yeah, D Gray was in the chat a little while ago. He was talking about their fourth quarter stuff. Like they're yeah. So Disney gets their salary from BlackRock, not the customers. Yeah. When you have BlackRock and Vanguard that have $17 trillion, do you really think that you're gonna fucking matter? Yeah, no. Why would they make stuff for the fans when the fans don't pay them more than the other guy? Disney has a hand in every form of entertainment. Oh God, yeah, they're everywhere. Alpha Proto says the ratings were not great, but the toy sales are kicking butt. See, that's cool. The action figures were warming pegs, but now that the show is released, it's hard to find them. That's really cool. That's really cool. I remember buying stuff like that. Who is this guy? Devil Hunter is his name. Okay. Remember back in February that Disney got caught up using AI bots to promote their movies and shows? This is not a coincidence that the news came out of the show flopping hard, and then suddenly everybody was posting about how great the show is. It's perfect, or it's a masterpiece, and how some unknown nerd channels and very few regarded nerd channels and some news outlets started putting out how great the show is, as if they are trying to do damage control for Disney. Remember that X-Men 97 was made to save Disney Plus. Not a good look if the show flopped. I mean, like I said, its watch time never cracked the top 10 most viewed shows online. Okay, through Samba, I have heard rumors. I've not been able to verify this. I've only heard the rumors that Nielsen, it was watched so little they couldn't even track it through Nielsen, which is interesting, right? Plus the latest scandal of Disney Plus losing $4 billion when it's likely that it could be 10 times that. Where is Disney Plus losing $4 billion? That would be interesting. Where is that news coming from? Because I keep hearing this stuff, but again, they're still moving forward. So it's like they're getting their money from somewhere, right? They don't have it, they manage it. I'm going to be really honest with you. The person who manages the money has the money. So, I watched the show from start to finish. The show was very mediocre and had so many plot holes that it was like Swiss cheese. The Flash level speed run of writing and pro-Magneto propaganda was a huge turnoff for me. Okay, the social media movement was really bizarre. Like, assholes, why are you giving this mediocre standard Disney Plus show any clicks when both Disney and Marvel have implied and even admitted numerous times that they hate people like you and will double down when they are doing something wrong? Because most people don't care. Guys, most people don't follow the news. They don't. It's like 70% of the country that don't follow the news. They don't give a shit. They're going to go on. They're going to turn on the boob tube. Dude, I had a guy one time sit down. He's like, that Halo show. He's like, oh, it's pretty good. He's like, that Halo show is pretty. He's not a fucking nerd. He just knows that he went home, he turned on HBO, and there was a fucking Halo show, and he watched it, and this is, again, part of that. And it's pretty good. And I just shut up. I was like, nah. I heard some bad things about it from people who actually, paid attention to the games and he's like, I just remember playing it when I was a kid. He's like, I don't really know anything about it. He's like, but the show was pretty good. Guys, people like that outweigh people like us. Fucking, like I said, 7-1. Like, yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, this is a good show. I liked it. Yeah, I'll probably watch the next one. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. They have different revenue streams. Some are underperforming, others are doing fine. So it's balancing out. They are looking good to the investors despite all the anti-woke sentiment and press. Yeah, there you go. Like 7,000. No, it's like 7-1. I mean, if if 70%, anyway. Caught up bots are moving to promote their shit, and then started to make sense. Yeah. I would not be surprised if half of these fan posters are AI bots, and these channels are getting paid to speak highly about the show just for the ratings boost, or maybe they could even be plants. You never really know who's real or not real on the internet these days. Yeah. Old Dirty Baron G, a 25-minute niche cartoon made for people in their early to mid 30s, isn't getting as many watch minutes as the 1-hour dramas that Netflix and Hulu put out. I'm fucking shocked. Yeah, that was the point, though. This shouldn't have been made for early to mid 30s people. This should have been made for like 10-year-olds, right? Royce isn't real. He's actually a white claw in disguise. Don't fucking start that shit, D. Great. Keep up the delirium. The show's a hit. I'm like, that's what I've heard, which is why it was strange to hear people say it wasn't doing. Yeah, they respond to this. He's like, keep up the delirium. The show's a this is right here, dude. People don't watch the fucking videos. People don't. They see a title. It's guys like this. They see the title. They don't watch the videos. I went over the statistics. I covered all that. Too big to fail. How else are they staying afloat with horrid numbers? Because again, dude, Disney has their hands in so many different areas. No. You fuck call me a Fed. I will ban you. Do not call me a Fed in my chat. No. Wade Phillips. Might not be right now, but it will be. Wait to see everyone that truly knows the X-Men will be hooked. It might not be right now, but it will be. Wait, see everyone that truly knows the X-Men will be hooked from episode 1 to episode 10. Just watch for yourself. Great, thank you. Okay, Wade Phillips, double check your shit next time. That was bad. Also, I've seen X-Men before. I don't really need to watch it again. Seen it before. It's cool. Yeah, it was there. I watched it when I was a kid. It was there. You know what? Then I watched X-Men Evolution, which gave us Goth Rogue, right? Best X-Men show ever. Actually, best X-Men show ever was Wolverine and the X-Men. That show was fucking awesome. Canceled after 1 season. Fucking phenomenal. Canceled after 1 season, bitches. But yeah, that's how it goes. So that's a big thing. And that's one of the things. It's like, I've already seen X-Men. Why do I want to watch this? And this kind of goes into my personality. Like, I'm not the type of person that likes to do the same thing every single day, right? I don't like the same thing all the freaking time. I like new things. That's why I'm always trying new and different kinds of foods. That's why I've tried many, many different kinds of beers in my life. Like, that's why when, I don't like the same thing all the time. Like, do something. Yeah, that was cool. Move on. Try something different, right? I've already seen X-Men. I've seen live action X-Men. I've seen cartoon X-Men. I don't really need to see X-Men again. I don't care. It's there. It's good. The old stuff is still there. Go back, watch it anytime I want to. Fucking great. Awesome. Why do I need to watch another story with those characters? I don't. I want to go spend my time checking out some new things, right? So yeah, that's just where I'm at. Too bad it's a good animated show. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard a lot of people like it. How good were the ratings of the original show? The voice actors joke they had no idea of the impact or the ratings of the show. They simply figured it was doing well based on how they kept getting called in to record a new season. You would have to actually look at the Nielsen ratings, because Nielsen would be the only way to have tracked that back in the day. Some a long time back. That's cool. Got a plague. X-Men Evolution was boring. I liked it. I mean, when I was younger. I don't know. Maybe it is now. Had a shit ending, though. Really shit ending. Grim Bear, is watch minutes calculated by actual time or percent of the show? Because I feel like everyone who's watching is watching full episodes. They're just 30-minute episodes once per week. No, it's actual time. It's actual time, not percent. So, show stats from April. I did. This was a major success. Second season almost completed. The second season was written and ready to go and probably purchased before this season was even done. And there's talks of the third and fourth. Stop with these opinion-based articles. X-Men 97 was also 1 to 2 most searched streaming show during its first season. I looked that up and I was not able to verify this. I saw this a few weeks back when it was commented. I was not able to verify that it was the most searched streaming show during its first season. Searched does not mean watched. Okay? People, where can I watch X-Men? On Disney. And they're like, fuck, I already have other streaming services. I can't afford another one. I'm not going to pay for another streaming service. Okay? Just because it was searched doesn't mean it was watched. Okay? And again, I can't even verify that it was... I can't even verify that this was true because I couldn't find this. with the show, or is it merchandise sales? A lot of successful shows were canceled due to toy sales. Pretty much, and I think that that's what they're going for, right? They need stop marketing to 30 and 40-year-olds who have no interest in toys and start marketing to fucking 10-year-olds who want to buy a toy every fucking week. So that way when their parents go to the store with them, and they're like, Mom, Dad, I want to get the new X-Men toy. I want to get the new X-Men toy. It's like, fine, fucking put it in the basket before I murder you. Oh. And then, you know, they leave the toy out in the backyard the next day, and then the dogs eat it, and you're just like, I spent $20 on that fucking toy. And they're like, oh. So to the guy who made this video, if X-Men 97 isn't good enough, what is? I didn't say it wasn't, dude. I read the fucking statistics. I've not seen the show. I'm not interested in another X-Men thing, okay? I'm interested in the new things. Like, I didn't even say the show was bad. I didn't say it wasn't good enough. I said, here's what we're seeing from people who are pulling the numbers. That's it. Put the toy in the thing and yeah. Disney might not own X-Men, but X-Men was X-Men before Disney. Are you like a philosopher or something? Did that sound smart to you? Disney might own X-Men, but X-Men was X-Men before. Oh my God. These are the people we deal with. Okay. But how many people are still talking daily about these shows? X-Men is over for now, and we're still going to be talking about them. Google Trends. Let's go here real quick. Okay. X-Men. Let's see. Most people probably wouldn't do it like that. God, fuck Google. Oh, God, Google pisses me off every time they make a fucking change. All right, let's see here. Where are we at? Trends-wise. So June 1st. And we come up a little here. You can see the weekly releases. As of right now, we're trending down quite a bit. No. Why are you doing the past day? Give me the past. Let's go with the past 90. Okay. Coming up here, we peak up here. You can see conversation really dips down right here, comes back up. Peaks around the weekly releases, and basically since May 15th, it is really dying down. So search trends here, that's not really a big search trend at all. Wow. So yeah, that's over the past 90 days. That's what Google shows that it was doing over the past 90 days. So, yep. I don't have any beer right now. I've got iced tea. I've got iced tea. Oh, man. But yeah. So, I mean, this is what it looks like, right? So, X-Men 97. Okay. The animated series, that is what it was. That's what the search looks like here. So, yeah. That's in the United States. I guess we can go worldwide, see what worldwide looks like. And it does tend to follow the same trend. Slightly more of an uptick here worldwide towards the final episode, it looks like. But yeah, it's basically fallen off into obscurity. So its peak was, oh, come on. There it is. Was March 21st was its peak. So yeah. That's the conversation around X-Men 97 right now. Absolutely positive the majority of Americans cut the cord and are using Fire Stick, which involves using third-party apps to bypass paying cable. Look at the collapse of multiple cable. No, that's what they're doing. But Samba TV also tracks that too. Samba TV also has access to the individual watch time data, history, and all that stuff of some of these streaming services. Okay, so, but yeah. So this guy wanted to know how many people are talking about it, and the answer is very few. The answer is is about 1/10 of the people from its peak. Okay. Not its average. Its average was, it's in the millions. Its average was about 32 million and currently only about 11. So about 1/3 of its average, what it looks like. So, man, that's a hard fall off. It went from 100 million on March 21st, and then to April, it fell to like 68. Man, and it's just been slow decline ever since. So yeah, that's past 90 days though. So yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like a heartbeat flatlining. I mean, but that's what happens with shows, guys. Right? That's what happens. Right? Okay, I think if they didn't do the P-word love backstory and hooking Magneto up with Rogue and the eventual Gambit death, it would have retained a lot more viewers. I have no idea. If that's in the show, that would be weird. I can't comment and even say that's true. Trying to do an AOA storyline is a mess. They should have never touched that shitty love triangle. AOA, I don't know what AOA is. Other than that, the show is crazy good, similar to the old show. The pacing, in my opinion, isn't as good, but the writing is dope. Who knows what's going to happen now that the second season is jumping into AOA, I guess. They did butcher some of the original stories they retold. Well, yeah, most likely. Of course they're going to butcher that. I haven't paid for a movie or cable or other company other than the internet bill for more than a decade. Yeah, that's how my wife and I are, too. Modern efforts, action combat. There you go. Will they do the shitty alternate timeline comic that everyone hated and is probably causing the people to tune out over that love triangle? Or are they going to change it and do a different route? Don't know. I guess we'll find out. I have no idea. I haven't seen it. Compare and contrast. The problem I have here is the matter of using watch time. Of course, hour-long shows or ones with more episodes like Loki and Fallout would have more. On top of that, they don't even have actual Nielsen ratings for 97. Yeah, because it wasn't watched enough for Nielsen to track. So the whole thing is based on guesswork metrics. No, it's not. It's based on the metric. It's based... Okay, that's very specific and yet unsure. No, it's not. It's like, I can... I don't want to exit out of that. I was going to show you guys my watch minutes here. My watch time, actually, since I've stopped live streaming on this channel, has fucking plummeted, which is interesting. So we'll see how long this channel stays monetized. So, but that's the risk you take trying to make YouTube content, right? That's the risk that you take. All right. So I completely forgot to check the private donation link, because sometimes people like to send in super chats and stuff through private donation links, and I just want to make sure that I check that. Okay, cool. Okay. X-Men 97 may not be a ratings hit, but it brought X-Men to the forefront again, something that the MCU has failed to do. Now more people will watch new Deadpool because of it too. Remember, high ratings doesn't mean great quality. I mean, based off of the Google Trends search that I just looked up, it doesn't look like that's really gonna turn out. Actually, I heard the Deadpool 3 movie ticket sales are down. Which could just mean that, I don't know, the fucking economy's in the tank, but, you know. Gorilla Mar, it might be good, and it may come down to people not wanting to give Disney the benefit of the doubt, or maybe it comes down to a what's the point mentality, because the original was able to stand on its own for almost 30 years, and people are tired of sequels and or reboots. See, that's kind of why I don't want to watch it. I think it's going to work. Yeah, dude, I hope it works out for me. That's all predicated on whether or not I'm actually able to do this. The Chuds hate that X-Men 97 is successful. They just want to hate. They're delusional. They've caused big problems. Chuds call people snowflakes, but they're the real snowflakes. Okay. Is he calling me? I don't know. All I did was pull up statistics that I found. I love that people are like, why do you hate this show? I'm like, I haven't watched it. I have no interest in the show. It was a conversation that got brought up, and I talk with people. Magnus had an unfair advantage over Gambit. Yeah, dude, I have no idea. Yeah, Magnus, the only man on the planet that can touch Rogue. Yeah, that's... oh, not Magneto? I don't know. Yeah, I don't, dude. I noped out of basically everything Disney a while back. I was like, it's all just retreads of shit that's already been out there. I don't really need to see it anymore. It's less fun. So yeah. Chatsu, people keep telling me it's a decent show, but I still can't get over the animation. Seriously, the last time I saw something that revolting, it was... See, so everybody that tells me that the animation is bad has not watched the show, and everybody who's watched the show says the animation is dope as fuck. So, this is why I'm not commenting. People are like, yeah, but the animation... I'm like, I don't know, I haven't watched the show. They're like, but the storyline... I'm like, I don't know, I haven't watched the show. I haven't watched the show. I can tell you what I'm seeing in the statistics, right? I can pull up a graph and say, this is what the graph says, right? That's what I can pull up. In a sync in the PT demo. I know people are nostalgic for the 90s, but Beast Wars looked better than that. No, it didn't. That's disingenuous, Chatsu. No. Because I saw parts of this trailer that you're talking about. That's a lie. No. Don't come here. I understand that you're irritated with Disney because of their political stuff. Don't let that turn you into a liar. That's disingenuous as fuck. Okay? See, this is the stuff that I'm talking about. People are like planting their flag with their team. It will turn people into liars just to say that the other guy is bad. Okay, that doesn't even look fine to Steve Buscemi's character in Mr. Deeds. And now you're getting into stuff that's not quantifiable. Sauron watched the show and is all saying I went blind. Its mama's so fat. Wait, wrong joke template. There are actresses who saw less horrifying sights when they were alone with Harvey Weinstein. The animation looked like they saw the low ratings coming and budgeted accordingly. Disney Plus, more like Disney, positively out of money for the animators. Takes a bow. Thank you. I'll be here all week. So you are the reason that everybody says that the Chuds just hate it because they hate it. Like, everybody who's seen it says the animation is top tier. I know some people said that the trailer animation looked utterly terrible. I watched it and I was like, yeah, no, it doesn't. It's objectively false. People are planting their flag for their team and they're waving their team flag and they're going to say, and then a lot of people came out and said, holy shit, the show is actually really fucking good. So Chatsu, I would strongly don't fall for that crap. It's, dude, I haven't seen the show, and just based on what you said about the trailer, objectively, I know that you're lying. Just period. Because you don't like it. Look, I don't like what Disney's doing either. That's not going to cause me to fucking lie against them. No. You've got to guard yourself against stuff like that, guys. You have to guard yourself against stuff like that. It is dangerous to let yourself turn into that because you just don't like a company. Okay. Moving on to the last video out there. This is my Palworld video because I fucking love Palworld. Palworld is awesome. I love this. I solved the lore. I screwed up the naming convention, though, and then I fucked with it too much, and the YouTube algorithm got mad at me, so it didn't get as many views as it probably could have. So... old pirate and privateer movies instead. I'm checking out new stuff as much as I can. Checking out the new stuff as much as I can. Okay, Liu, so this game has just been Furry Hunter this whole time. That's not what I said, but if you could... Okay, that's weird. But yeah, this is, guys, if you guys haven't seen this video, please check it out and let me know what you guys think of my new video format, because I think there's a lot of people who haven't seen the new video format. So I have 3 videos planned. I have an Incredibles 2 video that I'm doing. I've got a deep dive into like Devil May Cry that I'm going to do, and then I'm going to do a manga versus comics video again, because the manga versus comics video that I did is the best like evergreen video that I've ever done. But the way that I'm going to do it is going to be really interesting. So I've got like 3 videos for the next few weeks planned out. So yeah, some guy says algorithm boost comment. Thank you so much, good sir. I appreciate it. Wrangler sent in $5 and just says 420. Thank you so much, man. I forget that you guys can do like the super tips on the videos. I forgot about that. Yeah, you guys can do like what they call super thanks. So you guys can still send in like super chats on, but it's in comments. Carol Brown says best game. Gorilla Mart, something in weird German. Don't know what that is. I'm looking forward to this on Sunday stream. Cheers and God bless. You guys know how to read that? Because I don't know how to read that. Chatsu. No, never played Palworld, but let me propose another theory. What if a Saiyan warrior named Turles showed up on the plane and planted that tree? Oh, God. It was meant to grow. A powerful fruit he planned to use before the process could be complete. Oh, God. Wow. Turles killed another Saiyan named Goku. His powerful blood seeped into the soil and changed the effects of the fruit. Animals and people ate the fruit and turned into the first pals. But, you know, that's just the theory. Wow. It's a goat joke, Royce. Oh, is that what it is? I have no idea. I don't read things in other languages in case YouTube is just like, no! Pretty good theory. I'd love to see how this holds up as the game unfolds over the next 5 years. My question is, if humans know pals are diverged from ancient humans, why slave labor? We do that to non-diverged humans IRL, so it makes sense we'd be even worse to human offshoot. Oh, man, that guy. Ooh, that guy came in spicy. He is not wrong. Creative Welshman. What does gay furry like to drink for breakfast? Oh, God. Not reading that. I am not reading that on stream. That's gross. That was, ugh. To get Palgo. They don't have one. Seriously, dude. DCC. Seriously, look. Like I looked in the game. Like they do not have a goat or like a pal goat in the game. We'll see though. They're supposed to be releasing, I think, 50 more. And the new island this summer, as well as PvP. Fucking excited for PvP, so that's gonna be great. Devil's Air, so humans can procreate with pals. No, they cannot. They cannot. Actually, and that's in the lore. I know it's funny about the debauchery comment, but the way that, I mean, I guess Lavender would try to do the deed with humans, but that wouldn't actually turn into procreation because they can't have a kid, because the way that pals have babies is they literally just sit there and they just walk around and that magic condenses into the eggs. But yeah. So Palworld is the same as Pokemon, where humans can also breed with Pokemons. Yeah, oh, God, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. Where are the Gardevoirs and Lucarios from Palworld? Anubis and... It's not Belenoir. It's, fuck, what's her name? I forget. People will be going wild for those. Yeah, you gotta play this game. It's freaking good. Hero Darky Dark. What did we learn, kids? Try to play God. Achieve part human, part monster, horny creatures. Hold up. Wait. Jesus. And this guy says, just cool deep dive. I love how that's the part that they focus on. Right? You make a video talking about how interesting certain things are about a game, and you're just like, yeah, no, there's all of this lore. And the one thing people focus on is they're like, oh, we can do the dirty with it. I'm like, no, that's not the fucking... That was like 30 seconds of like the 14-minute long video. And people are like, yeah, but that's the one we're going to look at. I'm like, you all are hopeless. All of you are hopeless. I hope you know that. I hope you know that. Hey, guys, we did it. We got through all of the freaking comments. Oh, thank you, God. That was a lot. Oh, my goodness. You're all hopeless. All of you. Thank you all so much for being here. Well, it only took 30 seconds to do that. Oh, man. I appreciate it. Forgive my degeneracy. But I'd get with that big Palworld creature with the big feminine features. No, that's dope. Her name is Lavender. There's actually a few of them like that, which is terrifying. Thanks for being here, everybody. It was awesome. I appreciate you all. Hey, Roman King over on the Rumbles. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, I do this every Sunday. I go and I read people's comments on the videos that I post. I read them from YouTube because Rumble is a pain in the ass to get to the comments all the time. So, yeah, I appreciate everybody being here. It's awesome. Stay tuned this week for more videos, more live streams. Live streams over on my ADWC replay channel on YouTube. Same channel over on Rumble. But, yeah, dude, it's going to be a busy day. I need to go check and see how the wife is feeling. She hasn't been feeling good the last few days. So, yeah. It is what it do. She just texted me. She must have known that I was talking about her. Interesting. Oh, hey, bye, everybody. Thank you, Maji-chan. Thank you, Gorilla Mar, Wrangler, Raving Dad, Animation Overload, DCC. I appreciate all of you. Thank you all so much. And everybody else who's in the chat. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. And as always, until next time, cheers, everybody.